Good morning. Today is the 21st of June 2024. The time is 7:30 in the morning, and I want to talk about something, what is being done to me and to many others. We are being digitized. They are digitizing us. They are destroying our cells, so they are destroying us just to put us in a supercomputer. And they've been doing things to us for a long time. They've been spreading many lies. Many lies. They go to the community watch meetings and they tell these lies to the community. They offer to pay people to destroy us. They are rewiring car lights so that when they cut the car lights on, they cut them on really bright. The car lights are weapons. And when they shine them, they have the car lights programmed to go to this house, which the light comes in through the direct energy comes inside our homes because this stuff go through walls, it go through windows. So you have many people riding by here, even the police, shining these lights over here. They don't even care who's in the house. Could be a baby. They don't care. They'll kill a baby too. But anyway, they have when whatever they watches us because they had not police, doctors to implant us because we be under attack and not knowing that we're under attack. Like I said, this stuff goes through the walls. So while you trying to sleep, you under attack. That someone that live near you is attacking you with direct energy weapons. They could send um, electromagnetic frequency, radio frequency, Wi-Fi frequency, um, radio frequency. The frequency have waves, and plus they putting um, wave towers up under the ground that is coming up. It's coming up from under the ground, which can go in and come inside your home. A few years ago, maybe um, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, they put new types of meters on the houses, and they took down the old analog meters, saying that they can to keep them from having to come out to our home and measure our wattage, but they are weapons. Those new digital meters are weapons, and they can control it. If you look on my wall back there, you can see something moving. It looks like it's yellow and white, but that's the energy, the current energy, whatever. But these are weapons. They use this stuff to attack us because we are submerged under this energy. They can actually go inside our bodies. And anyone that know me, they see that I'm looking different because they're changing me. What they're trying to do to us is transhumanize us. This is what Satan wants of us. This is his war against God. Because once you become transhumanized, you don't belong to God no more. We belong to Satan. This is what they why they created this C19 and give you that B thing, because what's in the B thing transhumanized. That's why you got these young men falling dead, just fall dead. They are creating clones. So many people are so closed-minded that you don't want to believe things. But just because you don't believe it, it don't mean that it's not happening. And it's happening all around you and to you. So keep not believing, because you not believing is not going to stop them. So they're putting us in a supercomputer for total control of us. And if we do anything, can't do anything against them unless they do it. Because they can give you thoughts. They can give you emotions. They can make you jealous. They can make you hate. They can make you do things because they got all this technology in our body. That's what all these chemtrails in the sky for. Because it's not just staying up in the sky, it's coming down and we breathing it in. We breathing in nanotechnology. We breathing in whatever they got up there. They releasing stuff into our atmosphere. I looked at JWTV and he was saying something about some type of technology worms that they're putting in the atmosphere. So we'll be breathing that into whatever they put out there. We'll breathe it in, and it's all technology. And they trying to make it where we can't own nothing. You won't be able to own a car. They may be after the water, but you won't be able to own a home. Nothing. You have to totally depend on them. And when you totally depending on them, they trying to make you take the mark of the beast. These people is going through all this stuff for total control to get people to accept the mark of the beast. And I just wonder sometimes, is the mark of the beast homosexuality? Because that's what they pushing. Homosexuality and sexualness. Transgender, okay. Transgenderness. And see, they take my words too. Um, they're trying to make it where I have problems remembering. And then they'll say I have Alzheimer's, a life from hell. These are things that they're doing to us. Many people don't have Alzheimer's. We are being tortured with technology. They have tortured my sister to the point where she is pure helpless. She can do nothing for herself. And she can't do, completely helpless. And I have to take care of her. I have to give her a bath in the mornings. I have to change her behind. I have to do everything for her. She's on the feeding tube. Her legs can't even straighten out. Her knees are bent. And she's still under attack. The neighborhood people are still attacking her. What they do, if there's an empty house by you, they'll feel it. First they remodel the house completely, 100%. Remodel their house and furnish it. And then they put someone in it. They may sell it. I don't know if they sell the house to the person. All I know, somebody else come in it. Um, After they remodel. They totally put new roofs, everything. We've been in two neighborhoods so far where they've done this. The first neighborhood that we was in when we moved to this county. The houses was pretty much already new. They weren't brand new, but they were new, a new community. So uh, they didn't have to remodel the houses, but they did move people in. So what they do, they move people in, move people out. The longest I seen someone stay in a house that wasn't theirs was 2 years. Then they moved a new group of people in and completely remodeled their house after 2 years. So we was in that area for 4 years, and they did a new roof. I got videos uh showing where they had did where they had did this, but a lot of my pictures and videos got deleted from off of Google Photo because on my I had it set up so that when I put videos and stuff on my computer or on my phone, it will go to my iCloud and not stay on my computer and stuff because you have to keep space uh, on your computer and on your phone or you won't be able to do nothing. But I didn't know they were going to destroy because they didn't even tell me. If they did, I didn't see it. If they was going to delete my stuff. But they deleted every single picture, every single video. They deleted everything. And I lost all those videos. And that's probably, but they may have been the government told them to delete the stuff because of some of the stuff I had on there. Because I had proof that the sun is not the sun. Um, I have proof. I had proof. I don't know if I still had, because I started putting my videos on a external, but I had proof that I saw a helicopter. And see, the sun too far down here. We would be burnt to completely up if that was the real sun. As far down as that sun be. But anyway, the helicopter flew into the sun and came back out on the other side. Now you know if that was true, everything would have exploded. That sun, whoever's in that helicopter would be burnt up, and we would be burnt up because that sun would have exploded. But it wouldn't have been able to fly into the sun in the first place because it's too hot, the real sun. So that sun that bees out there shining on us, wherever we go, they make sure that sun shines on us. So there's a real sun out there somewhere, but they take the real sun and whatever it is that they're using, that is a program or something, but it's hot. It's very intensive hot that it can burn you inside your house. It don't burn, make you have blisters. I've never had blisters behind it. My sister did. But I don't know if it's behind that sun or the hot energy that's coming up from under the ground. But it make you have a stingy itch. You itch. And inside the house. And it would be so hot too you can smell the shingles on the roof inside the house. And I actually seen that sun stop shining. That's what the first thing I saw. It stopped shining, and I saw it with my natural. I'm looking out the window, and it just stopped like this. The sun right here, it just did like that. No more sun, but the moon was sitting behind it, and it would just bust back out into the sun again, and then it would stop. It did it a few times, but see those game stalkers, they know, because every day. This is when we lived on Glen Riley Drive. Every day around maybe 5:30, the cars would start coming and ride past the house. And they would work when they was working on the house that was right in front of us. They would have a little red car I think I still have a video with that little red car, but all the rest of the video was on that iCloud. But they this guy will come out the house. He go to the trunk of the car. He would do something to in the trunk because I think that's where they have everything set up in the trunk of the cars. And then he would go to the passenger side of the car because the passenger side of the car was parked right in front of us. That's the side of the passenger was on front of us. So he would do something on that side of the car, and then he would close the door, and then you would start seeing slowly a light coming up until the sun is busting out of the window. But that be the reflect. I keep trying to make it look like the reflection of the sun because the sun would be in the back of us. So the cars will start coming by. Like meeting each other, and then as they flying by, they be riding fast. The 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 the, the reflection of that light, pretending to be the reflection of the sun, will start bouncing. You can see it bouncing off the cars. So they know what's going. That's why they doing what they do. And I actually got this. I just have this really strong feeling that these people become something else. I don't know if they're killing the real people and replacing them. And I'm telling you, y'all think I'm crazy. We not here by ourselves. I know what I've seen. And I don't know why God allowed me to see this stuff, but I've seen it. They are flying saucers here. And they're using a blue light. And the light is illuminated. It's like the blue itself is light. And it can go through your roof inside your home. I've seen it in our house on Glen Riley Drive. But I also seen it in the houses that were behind us. The flying saucer was on top of the beige house. Everything in that little area was blue, inside and outside. I'm telling you what I've seen, and it's the blue itself is like it's light, it's illuminated, a very pretty blue, like the blue that bees inside the VCRs and the numbers, that type of blue. And I heard another woman talking about it. She said God told her that it was the Antichrist blue. And I seen that same color blue was at the dentist office on a picture. The picture was lit up. And one of the workers, the black lady that worked in that dentist office, asked me could she take my picture. And I thought it was strange. She said, they like to take the pictures of the patients. So I let her take my picture. But I think I did the wrong thing. Because not long after that, what happened was me and my daughter had a dentist appointment, but the first time I went there, because I can't remember this down here or up here, was having problems, and they instead of them taking care of the teeth, they cleaned my teeth, but the girl cut me up in the top of my mouth, and I bled all the rest of the day, all that day until it was time for me to go to bed. And I was afraid to go to bed because I was bleeding so bad. I mean, I was really bleeding. And I looked on the internet to see how to stop the bleeding from your mouth, and it said tea bags. So I always keep tea bags, and I took a tea bag and stuck it up there, and I went to bed. So the next morning it was stopped. So if you get any type of bleeding inside your mouth, a tea bag, just get a tea. Can't remember if it's a certain type of tea bag. I can't remember. I just knew it was a tea bag, and so I went back again. And he pulled my tooth, but it took him 4 hours, 4 whole hours to pull my tooth. And he was saying I needed to get another one that was in the back of my mouth pulled. So my daughter and myself, we were going to go together. but her car wouldn't crank. And so I told her to call the dentist and cancel both of our appointments. So she canceled her appointment, didn't cancel mine. I didn't know she didn't cancel mine. So they wrote me a letter telling me I couldn't come back to them. So I wrote them a letter and cause this is my first time missing an appointment. So I wrote them back and tell them I don't want to come back to y'all. I let them know how that girl done cut me in the roof of my mouth and I bled all day. And then, but I was gonna go back to him anyway because I needed the work done. But since they wrote me, I wrote them back, and I said it took him 4 hours to pull one too. But I don't want to come back to y'all because they made me mad to write me that letter. And after that, I started getting like somebody was standing over me. No, I won't even. We won't even on exit. We was at the first house on Archer Drive in Acorn Ridge. I was laying in my bed and it felt like someone was stabbing me in my head. That's when it first started. And then we moved to Glen Riley Drive. That kept happening a few times until my teeth started just cracking. My teeth began to just crack in my mouth all the way up to the roof of my mouth. But I won't going back to that dentist. I went back to another dentist. He's an African man. I can't choice. Um, somebody choice something. I think it was. But anyway, when I first went there was nobody in the waiting room. Everybody in there was black, except one lady. And so the next time I went back, the gang stalkers, there was a room full of gang stalkers with their phones already out because they were letting them know I was coming because this is what they do. They send texts to people's cell phones. And see, that should be telling people something. How the hell this type of control? They got it over everybody. And they would have their phones out. So I could feel these people. Somehow I could feel the danger. And so I sat there. But the first time there was a man that was in the bike, a white guy. He was back there getting work done. And then he come out and sat by me. Then he got up and went back in there. He's supposed to have been a patient. But see, these doctors and things, they was working on these doctors works along with the gang stalkers, the government agencies. Whatever they tell them to do, they do it. And so they don't realize we all are in danger. Everybody. And so uh when I the last time I went to that dentist, they was attacking me. The last day I went there were none of the black workers there. They was looked like they were Spanish or Indian. All of the black workers had quit. They actually had quit. And the one that was working at the desk was telling the dentist she know. He kept saying, well, that's just her paranoia. He said no. She kept saying no. She know. They knew that I knew about the gang stalking and what they doing to us. They're implanting us. These doctors are implanting us. Because in 2017, I went to the hospital because they was attacking me so bad that I was passing blood from my mouth and from my stool. So I went to the hospital, and they followed me to the hospital. Two cars. It was a car and a truck. A female, white female, and a black male followed me. And then when I got to the hospital, there was this young white girl standing. And I say the colors because I wanted to let them know that these people who was all working with gang stalking. Young white girl was just standing there looking at her phone like a statue. She don't move it enough. She just standing still. So I walked past her and I went on in. As soon as I got there, they called me. I ain't never went to the hospital. And time I get there, they called me in the back. But as soon as I got there, they called me back there in the back and they put me in a room. And so this nurse came in and she walked out. She came in and I can't remember what she was talking about, but she went back out and someone called the phone asking for me by my first name. People that know me don't call me by my first name. And she said it 3 times, repeating what they were saying. So when she come back in the room, she didn't even tell me that somebody called for me. And if you looking at me, you can see my face getting rounder and rounder, fatter and fatter. It's not my skin is getting droopy and droopy. My whole body is getting droopy and droopy because they're destroying my cells on the inside. And I think they're destroying us like this, but they're digitizing us at the same time. That's why they got all this electrical. That's why they put these digital meters on our home, on the homes. And like I said, you can see the energy all on this wall. And they'll try to do things to keep you from being able to see it. It's all on this chair. It's all on me. I'm submerged like I'm underwater, but I'm under energy. And they're aging me because they're putting me in a supercomputer. Um, but anyway, she didn't tell me that someone called for me. When she came back in the room, she had this long Q-tip looking thing so that she can check to see if I had any blood, but that ain't what she was doing. There was something on that Q-tip because I began to itch extremely bad. It felt like that stuff that they put in the walls to what they call that pink stuff to keep the wind and stuff from coming in through the walls. That's what it felt like was on that Q-tip. And I got a rash back there too that I had a doctor on. Because I had spent the night. They had me spend the night because they wanted to take x-rays of my heart. Because I was having problem with my heart and heart pain in my chest. And when they took when they took the x-rays, the guy was saying that he forgot to do something so that they can't see the implants. So I don't know if he was just saying something about the implants. And the woman that was in there, she said that's okay. She need to know that they're implanting her anyway. So the doctor come in and he started walking towards me. I see they got a new patroller out there, and then he didn't even come all the way up to me. He started walking towards me, and then he stopped and turned around. He said, "I ain't touching her. She'll never say I implanted her." But when I never said anything about anybody ever implant me in the first. The only thing I said is that I was passing blood in my from my mouth and passing blood from my stool. Never once did I say that I had been implanted. Not one time. But they were the ones saying I was being planted. So he didn't even say anything to me. But how he gonna say that I implanted him if he didn't know he'd go inside my body? You just x-rayed me. So I don't know if them are real people or actors. All I know is that the what was being done and the people that was working in there in the emergency room were acting like zombies, pure zombies. But I would ignore them. What I should have did got my black behind up out of there. That's what I should have did. Because that night when I went to bed, I was under attack. Someone was shooting me with direct energy weapon, and I got up out of the bed because they were tearing me up too. I mean, they was really attacking me. So I got out of the bed and I started walking toward the door, but it was really strong by the door. So they must have been somebody outside the hallway. So I turned around and went to the window. I couldn't feel it at the window, but there was a black car sitting out there in the a parking place, and cause my granddaughter spent the night too, so I slept in the chair. I didn't even sleep in the bed. I didn't even go back on that side. But before that happened, they had some ice in there. There was something in the ice. Cause when I used the ice, the room just started spinning around, and it had a like a inkish. And I ain't never had no ink, but it would remind me of ink. A inkish kind of taste to it. And the room I just got dizzy. And so when the worker came in, I told her there's something wrong with that ice. So she switched the ice out, but I didn't bother the ice. Y'all didn't get ready to poison me up in here. And that's when I went to sleep and I got a tight. And so the next morning, they didn't even try to feed me. I went there that morning. They gave me nothing to eat until I had asked them at least about 4 times, may I have something to eat? So it was about 10:30 before they gave me anything to eat. And it was a store-bought microwave dinner. So I did eat that. It won't worth 2 cents. But I probably was safer eating the microwave dinner. My nose itching. And that's when everything else happened. Um, so that next morning, that same black girl that brought me the microwave dinner, she came in and I was over in the chair and I was telling her there was something going on at that bed. And so she said she would let them know. But she was acting weird. These people knew this something. I don't know what the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security, the sheriff department, what they telling these people, because it's the sheriff department that's following me from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood, telling these people all sorts of things. They're saying that I'm a terrorist for one thing. They got me on the terrorist watch list. I ain't no dang on terrorist. Neither is my sister, and neither is any of the rest of these people citizens of the United States of America. But it's not just in America, it's every single continent. This is going on. That what they doing is webbing everything together. So if I go to Africa, they're going to have people in Africa attacking me. If I go to China, they'll have people in China attacking me. Because once they put you on this list, it's until your death. So either you commit suicide, they'll attack you until you sick and die. This is what's going on. This is a depopulation. All Satan is about is death. He want death. He want blood. He want the innocence of children. And these people, the Freemasons, Skull and Bone, the Boule, all these secret society people are a part of Satan's kingdom. They work for Satan. And that's why they coming down on these pastors, these idiot pastors, because they joining these Freemasons and secret society, and they preaching Jesus when they don't own Jesus, don't own them. Satan do. And so they bringing them down. They bringing them down because they doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. They bringing shame into their life, making them step down from being the pastor of the church. Because this is what the devil, this is what the devil do. He'll want to catch you in your wrong and bring shame to you. And that's what these pastors been doing. They been knowing that a lot of these pastors are homosexuals up on that pulpit, and see, God is fed up with it. He letting it be done. He letting these people, these pastors, uh, he let them what you call it, get all this information on them. And see, that's what I'm saying about some of these prophets and prophetess. They getting this information from the FBI, the CIA, and whoever else is gathering this information. And they let them know when they're going to bring them down. So they'll prophesy it some years before it happened. Because this one man, he telling the truth. He's not trying to say that God is telling him this information. He's saying where it come from, that he getting his information from people like the FBI and people that work for him that 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 he probably get information from the FBI first, and then he start researching. He researches all this stuff, and they try to kill him. They paused him at a restaurant in New York because he was researching the boule, which is a lot of our what you call promising black people were boules working for the white man because they couldn't get into the bone and skull and bones. So they had to make their own stuff. And like when you got a white Freemason, you got a black Freemason. You know, they don't let them just come in and join in with them. They got to have their own. There's nothing I want. Not there ain't one thing that I want to join that I got to get into a separate one. If there anything on this earth that's worth joining, it's Jesus. And he don't care what color you are. He don't care what race you are. Whether you got riches or you poor, as the deacons, he don't care. That's the only thing I want to join is the kingdom of the Most High God through His Son Jesus the Christ, or Yeshua, whatever y'all want to call him. I call him Jesus, and that name do work. People coming up with all type of saying that Christianity is not what we think it is, and it's what we think it is in our heart. What they did back then, that's what they did back then. It's what we doing now and what's in our heart. And God knows our heart. He know we not worshiping something else. He know we worshiping that man in the Bible. And that's why we learning that who we are. Because they done lied to us so long. And we not knowing because they brought our people from Africa. And they taught the Bible wrong. So now they're trying to destroy us. They trying to get us out off this earth because they saying they don't want us in the new world order, but they too much of us. You can't kill us without killing yourself, idiot. Because every time they take diseases in Africa, where it come back to America or China, wherever it came from, it finds its way back from which it came. So anytime y'all put all these diseases in Africa trying to kill the black people, it's coming back to you. You want to get rid of the black people because they in the land with all but you done went over there and got all the riches and stuff and leaving the people that actually live in the land poor because we got sorry leaders in Africa. And then if you got a good one, they'll kill him. They put a bad one back there in the place. But if people band together, just like here in America, we black folks in America band together and stop just letting these people treat us like we at the bottom of the barrel. Because we are not at the bottom. We at the top. And spiritually. Supposed to be anyway because we are God's people. We're not some cursed people. Ham wasn't even an Israelite. And God didn't, Noah didn't even curse Ham. He cursed Canaan. So there was only that one descendant. And I don't know if God ever restored him or not. I don't know. But the thing is, them other people, They done lied and lied and lied. The snake-tongued people who are reptilians. They want to control the earth and everything on it. They're going around telling all kind of lies that they are God chosen people, and they just go and steal and kill. Steal and kill. Kill and steal. However, kill first and then steal. Everybody history. They killing everybody and stealing their history. Just just a whole lie. And they want to digitize us, put us in a computer, they call it the supercomputer. So once they digitize us, I do believe when they want us dead, they can just press a button and kill us. Just like they cut these computers off and on, they can cut us off and on. Because they puts me to sleep. I could be talking just like I'm talking now, and I could be right in a word, and my eyes is shut. This is what they've been doing to me. This is what that paper that I've been working on, I haven't finished it because they be doing stuff to me in my head. They know how to get into your pineal gland and release the hormones that push you to sleep. They done did it to me so much, I know when they doing it. Because I can feel it. I start yawning and yawning and yawning. They think, I'm knocked out. They done changed my face, my body, because they're damaging my cells. My sister didn't know to make a video like this, but I'm making it for her. They've done this to her, and they still attacking her. They haven't stopped. Every single person that's around this house, every house that is around this house, front, back, and side, the streets over, the street behind, the whole neighborhood. This is the sheriff department. These people are pure demonic because they are practicing practices of the fallen angels and doctrines of devils. They full of demons. That's why they can just beat you right in the daytime. They don't even care who see them do it. And people are videoing it and put it on the internet. They don't even care because they feel they're untouchable. But the thing is, God see. And when it's His time, when whatever set time God held to bring His judgment, it's coming. And like I said on the other another video, you people that's still in sin, that's still whole hopping and lying and stealing and drugging and getting drunk or whatever it is that you doing. It's time to repent. It really is time to repent. Because war is coming to America, I do believe. I believe Russia and China and I don't know who else, Turkey. Uh, I do believe because people have been having these dreams too long. And see, people be telling stuff before it's time, just like they said that they kept saying that Trump was going to win. I do believe that Trump would have won, but Obama and his general stole the election. They got some type of machine that they could use to steal the election, and I believe that with everything. And it's on the internet. I read it. So I know that they had their hands in it. I can't remember what the general name is, but I know Obama. And they taking Trump through all this stuff for nothing. But I think Trump is involved in it too. I feel like the Democrats want to bring in the New World Order. Republicans, are they just playing some kind of game to fool the people? But I don't. I trust Trump more than I do Biden. But I don't even trust Trump because I think they all a part of this evil. All of them. And I feel like they're killing people and bringing something else to take their place. That's what they clone Tyrone. And they tell what they do. They telling what they do. I think they're gonna bring some dragons because they have too many movies about dragons. I think they're gonna do a whole lot of things that back in the days of Noah, giants. They ain't no telling what all they're gonna do. But this was on my mind this morning. I said I need to go ahead and I was gonna wait until I kind of halfway fix up and put a little makeup on and look a little decent. But I said, this I don't have to look decent. I don't have to fix up because this is not a fix up video. I want to let people know what they doing to me, what they doing to my sister, what they doing to people. People are dying, and the family want to think it's natural causes. It's not natural. I don't know how long they've been killing people. People having strokes. They can make you have a stroke. I was on the attack when I lived on Glen Riley Drive. They attacked me so bad that my blood pressure was 200 and something over 100 and something. And I could feel the heat. It was some kind of like a wave against my neck coming in through the window. Because I was sitting watching TV and there was a window right there and the TV was in front of the window, which my, I don't know why my daughter changed it. That's what she just came in and changed it. I had it on one wall. She didn't even say nothing to me. She just came in and started changing the TV from one side of the wall to over here. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen. I can't explain. But I was on. That's why I was on that side of the wall, and I normally don't sit on that side of the room. And I just started feeling this heat against my neck, and my heart started doing something. And so I was saying in my mind, I need to get up from here before I pass out and go in my daughter's room and tell her what's happening to me. So I made my way up and I went to my daughter's room and I sat on her bed and I was telling her what was happening. She don't never respond when I tell her stuff. She just sat there. Nathan, I know I had them fell over. I knew what was going on, but I couldn't. Just got that weak where I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even sit back up. So I just began praying in tongues, and I just prayed. And as I was praying in tongues, I could feel the power of God coming over me, and I could feel Him putting strength back in my body because I was still being attacked because the energy was coming in through my daughter's room, through her window. But she had a big window because she's on the front side, her bedroom on the front side of the porch. The house that was in front of her, there's a lot of cars over there, and all those cars over there is releasing this energy that's coming over to our house. And it was putting a cloud. It was like a cloud or something. I seen it one time, some kind of way. My camera showing the cloudy. It was like a. If you don't get off of me, ooh, get off. Get off my. You got your nails stuck in my. Oh, no, he got to go pee. Let him go to the bathroom. I hope I can remember telling my story. Oh well, just that fast. I felt them take that out of my brain. I don't forget that quick what I'm talking about. Lord help me bring it back. And I was trying to remember. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all what these people are doing to us. Um, hmm. Oh Lord, I don't even remember what it was. I really want to tell that story. That's what I'm saying. They could just take stuff out because they watch me 24 hours a day. They just watch me. They watch us on monitors, and they could just they got us hiked, but they're not gonna get away with it. I guess God is trying to see what we gonna do, our reactions, and how we come out of it. If we gonna come out smelling like smoke, or are we gonna come out not smelling like smoke? You know, I forgot what it was, what I was saying. Oh, I remember. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. It came back to me. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Anyway, I was laying on my daughter's bed, but I could feel the energy coming in through her window. And so I was praying 'cause I needed to get up from there. And I started praying in tongues. I'm serious. I could feel the power of God giving me strength. And cause she had her bed right at the window. But her room wasn't as big as mine. And her room was as big as my sister always tried to get her the bigger room except for this house here. This house I got the bigger room. And the other two houses I would give her the bigger room and the room with the bathroom. But I took it this time because she wouldn't use the bathroom. I said, well, there ain't no need of me giving her the room with the bathroom if she ain't gonna use it. And cause she was walking when we moved in this house. Um, so I started praying in tongues, and I got this. I got enough strength. I could feel the power of God giving me the strength to get up. So when I got up, I went into the bathroom because then the main bathroom had a stainless, it had a steel tub. So I put pillars in the tub, and I got this mirror that I would put over me, and I got in the tub and laid down in there, put the mirror over top of me, and I went to sleep. So when I woke up, I felt better. But they was always attacking me. They would attack the dog. I could see them shooting at the dog, and she would strike out running because this stuff is hot that they hitting us with, and it feel like when you when they sending them little balls of things, they feel like mosquito biting you. A whole lot of mosquitoes. You don't see no mosquito because they eat none. They be shooting across the fence. They doing the same, and this stuff go through glass. You'll never see them. They in the house shooting at you, and you in your on your property where you live at, minding your business, not bothering nobody. But these people are, and they using so many of our young black people that is sad. This new world coming around. That's why they're trying to get complete control over all of us. Because what they're doing to the young people now is turning them into murderers. The lady, I got a video where the lady said if they have any kind of type of compassion, they can take it out their brain. And the gang stalkers don't realize they got more control over them than they do us. Cause they don't have the control over us. They can put us to sleep, but they're actually making these people do what they do. They just got me all bloated. I mean, they actually swelling me up. I'm just swole right now. Just swole up. And the closer it get to my birthday, the more attacks. Because even in the daytime, even right now, as I sit here, I can feel stuff coming up from under this chair. If I move, they gonna send it wherever I go. They'll send it there. Somehow they know everywhere I am in this house. I goes in my sister house, in my sister room to get her a bath. They just burns my feet and my legs. They just send this stuff up. I mean, these people are monsters. They are pure monsters. Whoever this is controlling this stuff, but they have a whole entire neighborhood watching you. So when you come out on your porch just to pick up a package that the mailman left, they hitting you with something. This I got all kind of little knots up under my skin where they be attacking me. Yesterday I had went outside to a few times I went outside. One time I went outside to check on my moringa tree because I cut it down to make more moringa trees. And so I wanted to pull it over because it's too close to the fence. I wanted to drag it over closer to the deck so I could keep a good eye on it. But it was so heavy I couldn't do it. But somebody started shooting at me, and I could hear which direction the shots was coming from. There was a black car parked over where that two-story building at, and the car was parked with the front of it turned this way, and they were shooting at me because they don't even have to get out their car; they can do it sitting in the car. Like I said, it goes through the windows, right through glass, and. So I just stood there and looked at it at first, and I just left the plant there because I want to, see how fast it grows. Because they said when you cut it down like that, it'll grow back fast. And it's already, I just cut it. I think it was last week. It was last week I cut it. And all the parts that I cut, I'm seeing greenery coming out of it already. These on the deck. But the main tree is still out there on the ground. And but I'm seeing a lot of growth even from it. And I just cut it last week. And it just amazed me because the tree that I brought, it was a little tree and it just grew straight up. It was real tall, but just straight up with no branches. But the two branches, it won't even branches. There were leaves, well, a leaf this way and a leaf that way, and it was to the very top, and it would grow. They say you can eat the flowers, eat the whole part of the tree, but I just wanted to make more. And I don't know why I'm buying all these trees if we not gonna be here. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know how long it's gonna be for war come here, judgment come here. But they saying Russia's out on the water already. But they always also was saying Russia was in the mountains. They been here. So I don't know. I don't know. But I just don't want to grow my food on this land because I know what this land is. And it's pure demonic. What they doing to it. The land itself is not demonic. But the people, what they doing to it is pure demonic. They call it techno sorcery. They already have a name for it, techno sorcery. And they really is attacking a lot of Christian people. So it just makes me wonder, these pastors these fallen pastors, are they causing these pastors to feel homosexual and to rape and do stuff? Is they doing this to them? Because I'm telling you, they can do it. But they've been doing it to me. But I got a made up mind. See, I know what they're doing. I heard the man say he gonna make me lust. That's what they saying around you, witches and people into dark stuff. But he would talk loud when I be outside talking loud, telling people that I was recording him. I'm not recording you, Joker. I'm recording that sound your truck making. Because that truck had some kind of wave to it that I could feel. It was doing something to me. And it had like a drum, like a war, like when the people would go to war, the Indians or the Africans, the tribal people, they had a sound that they would make with the drums. Well, that's how that truck was sounding. A food truck now. Look like the tip of my nose. It is red. Cause they be doing stuff to my nose when I be talking. It get the itching and carrying on. But look how red my nose is. They doing stuff to oh, my cheeks ain't never been this soft. But it just do like that then. but they dehydrating us from the inside and the outside because my skin be just, especially my legs, because this energy be on my legs all the time, just drying out my skin. But anyway, I probably said everything I meant to say because I just stuff just started coming to my mind with the stuff that I'm going through and the stuff that they've been doing. They don't make no kind of sense. It just the most craziest stuff. I mean, I feel like I'm on a sci-fi movie, and that's probably what they're getting the sci-fi movie from real life. What we going through, or what they know that they doing. It's just so pitiful. They putting up the purple street lights. They trying to say that it was something that accidentally happened. That's a lie from hell. They know what they stand for. They represent the Phoenicians because that's what these people are, the Phoenicians. If you look at the Phoenicians were people that lived back before the Roman Empire. And these people, their colors were purple and Tiffany blue, which I got from Fairchild Pearson. Now he got a channel, Fairchild Blue. And that's how I found out about I didn't never hear no Phoenician people until he talked about it. But they sacrificed people. They sacrificed children, and they men were prostitutes, and they would cut off their penis and prostitute themselves. So that's why they pushing this transgender stuff. But the men, I read that on the internet that the men was have their penis chopped off and become prostitutes. So I guess they would be gay if they don't use their penis. They were using something else. They would be gay. But the Phoenicians today are people in leadership positions. You got a lot of people on TV putting on purple, wearing purple. The presidents and the president people that works in the White House when they have these things where the our nations they have on purple. And then when Trump became the president, he gave the Obamas a gift in Tiffany blue. So what he was doing, he became the president, but he gave a Tiffany blue gift and a gift in a Tiffany blue box. And from what Franchise Pearson was saying, he was handing over the authority to Obama. Because I've been telling y'all, Obama is the president, not the president. Obama is the Antichrist. What they talk about in Daniel, what the Antichrist gonna be, Obama all day long. He said he won't have natural desire for a woman. He don't. Cause that woman that said that, what's her name, was a trendy, and she died not long after that. Hmm. They three men that they said were murdered because of what they were saying they doing with Obama. They one man still alive because he had moved to Mexico or somewhere, but he started to talk. I saw him on about 2 or 3 different videos talking about him and his relationship with Obama. So, and Obama is over the SES, the Senior Executive Service, which all the alphabet all the government alphabet organizations are up under the SES, the Senior Executive Service. That they said President Carter started it, but it was totally different than what Obama got it. So Obama is the one pushing this gang stalking. I care nothing for Obama because he's a murderer. He's a lying reptilian snake. I care nothing for him. I don't even think he consider himself black. He don't. I don't think he do. He care nothing for black people, and black people love him so he got that brown skin. He care nothing whatsoever for us. Not one thing. I think Trump. They keep saying Trump is prejudiced, but I don't think he is. I think I'm just gonna say how I feel about President Trump. I think he's a clown, a pure clown. In other words, a jackass. That's what I think about him. Because he don't. For you to be the leader of this country, you get up there and just clown. It's not like you taking it serious. But I think he care more for black people than Obama do. And y'all ain't got to like what I say. This my brain was still here. My opinion. And I do think that he care more for black people than Obama. I'll ban him. Because the thing when I saw things happening toward black people, he said he didn't like it. At least he addressed it. Obama never, not one time, addressed when these black men were being murdered by the white police. But when the black men began to kill the police, then he said something and said that they was our enemy because they attacking white. But long as they could lay in the street dead, he said not one word, not one. So I care nothing for. I've had people to get mad with me and stop talking. I really don't care. You don't feed me, you don't clothe me, and you don't give me no housing. So if you want to stop talking to me, help yourself. I don't care. I still say Obama is the Antichrist. I still say he he's a snake in the grass. He's not saying who he truly is. Why you got to hide? If that's what you are, then what you hiding it for? Why you murdering people for it? It's on the internet. So I'm just repeating what's on the internet. I'm not just saying something out of both sides of my mouth. I'm saying what I read. It is on the internet. Three men. They got their names and everything. That died, murdered, executed because they said that they had a relationship with Obama. I'm surprised this other man's still alive, but he had to move out of America. He had to move, and he's telling it. He's saying what he did with Obama, and that Obama came to his room. So Obama just not who he's presenting himself to be. And Biden neither. Biden is nothing but a crook. And he really not running this country. Obama is. That's why he be standing up there not be able to talk and stuff. Cause he can't hear. He got something in his ear to hear what Obama is saying, and then he can't make it out. And this is what they doing to us American people, cause we so naive. I thought I was naive, but the whole America is more naive than me. But anyway, I think that they had already made plans to bring these pastors down because they already knew what they were doing years ago. And they telling it to these people. And these people coming on pretending that they prophesied and that God is telling them this so that to make us believe. So that we'll believe it. And when all that come out of the woodworks, we won't we'll act on it. But sometimes that people can do not be doing things. It could not be true. They may be blackmailing these pastors and making them stand down because they creating these stories with AI. So we don't know if this stuff really true or not. With all these pastors at one time coming down, I don't know. I know the prophets saying that judgment is coming and it's starting in the church, starting at home. But look at all these gay pastors. Now this what I'm you got all these gay pastors that's marrying men that's still in the pulpits, but ain't nobody's closing the doors on them. Now you got TDJ that's saying that he messed around with P Diddy. You got this other man. They said because he was in a that he was in a secret society with TDJ. I already knew he was a Mason because they had a video years ago with him and Bush, and when they took his picture, he looked sharp. I said, now he doing something he got no business doing. I said he in some kind of meeting that he don't want nobody to know that he's a part of, cause he had a shot look like he didn't want them taking his picture. And I knew then I had done figured it out. I said he this Freemason. But this other man, I've seen him. I have come across some of his video, but I just didn't. There was something about him that it didn't click with me. I didn't want to watch him. And it looks like I didn't watch TD Jakes. I didn't watch Cliff O'Donnell. I didn't care for them people. This Evans man. Now they saying that they made him, they forced him to step down because he's in secret society, and that he's marrying the women out of his congregation, and said a pastor is not supposed to marry a woman out of his congregation. He's supposed to go to another congregation and get someone because he's the shepherd and these are the sheep. So I really don't know. Then they're saying this white man was doing something to a 12-year-old, but I don't know if these stories are really true. Or are they made up? Make them step down because they don't want preaching in the church. They're coming against the church. They're coming against preaching and teaching. It's going to be so that you can't, like it was in the Bible days where they had to go to house and it was against the law to preach Jesus. I think it's getting ready to come back to that. And they're getting these pastors out of the church, out of the pulpits, those who are really got big congregations, setting them down. So the information that we getting, I don't know if it's true or not. I really don't. Because I know these people, they'll say anything. They don't care what they say. Anything. It don't even matter. Anything that make people hate you and bring you down. So they're gonna bring that. At least they're still alive, cause they killed that other preacher, that young preacher, that named Timothy something. Uh, they murdered him because he was going to testify against some preachers. Now they didn't want him to testify against the preachers, cause they're gonna bring them down themselves. Now they not set down that's why I say I think the mark of the beast is homosexuality. They not even setting down these pastors that's got a husband, men with husbands. But they set down the other pastor that's in the secret society, doing something that is dirty. What can be more dirty to God than a man sleeping with another man? That's an abomination. So I've been talking a long time. I didn't even realize I've been talking that long. So I'm gonna close out anyway. But I'm just telling you, there's something more about these some of these prophets. And these stories that they telling, and they've been telling and been telling, and now it's coming to pass because they knew the plan. They knew the plan, what was going to happen. So let me get off of here and go find this dog. Cause he was all on my back with his nails in my back, wanting to go outside. So I'm gonna go ahead on and go get him, cause I don't know exactly what he doing. So y'all have a blessed day.